Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all already know who this is. This is Ron the fucking Don. Now, today, I want to talk about the recent headlines of the Russia and Ukraine situation of over this past weekend. Russia reportedly has over 100,000 something troops on the Ukraine border. And it's been threats that, according to Anthony Blinken, the Secretary of State for Joe Biden, he says that in an interview on Meet the Press this past Sunday, said that it will be if Russia aggressively invades Ukraine, there will be swift aggressive action. And Vice President Kamala Harris said the same exact thing in her interview on the NBC Today show last week. She said the same exact thing. So what does that mean? What could that possibly mean? That we're probably going to be heading into World War III or another Cold War. Because history always repeats itself, y'all. Always. Because the U.S. already started giving aid to Ukraine. And Ukraine, the U.S. has so much interest in Ukraine. And just like in as I could recall, it's giving aid to Ukraine the same way the U.S. has gave aid to Western Europe and the Soviet Union during World War II, and how the U.S. gave funding to Europe to with the George Marshall Plan after World War II during the Cold War to help fight off communism. So the U.S. is doing the same thing, is doing a similar thing today with Ukraine. They're giving aid to Ukraine to help fight off the Russia, to help give them tools to fight off the Russian troops. Now, the U.S. has a history of never minding their business. It seemed like, from the looks of it, this conflict has shit to do with us. Nothing whatsoever. But I guess us having the U.S. government having interest, having stakes in Ukraine and Western Europe, along with NATO, with along with them, and has stakes in Ukraine. So I guess everybody has some type of stakes in Ukraine, which is the main reason why they so interested. The U.S. and Europe is so interested in helping and fighting and helping Ukraine fight off the Russians. But history always repeats itself because I remember also during World War One and World War Two, the Germans sunk U.S. ships. Why could that be? Because the U.S. stuck its nose in other people's business where it don't belong, and this could lead into a World War III nuclear war, because Russia has nuclear weapons, has so many nuclear weapons, it'll make our heads spin. U.S. does too, which could make it a very catastrophic, devastating consequences. Because a nuclear war with Russia, the U.S., we're not ready for that smoke. It could lead to deaths and destruction all around the world, all around Europe, Russia, the U.S., the Caribbean. It could lead to nuclear disasters. And then the liberals is really going to be worried about global warming then. Shit. So Why could they be advocating? Why are both sides, the Democrats and Republicans, why are they advocating for us to go to war with Russia, for the U.S. to send troops to Russia? And Joe Biden, it just been a few headlines that Joe Biden is considering having troops on the ground in Ukraine that fight the Russian troops. And this is going to be a very big mistake. And but it's no surprise to me because Joe Biden is a warmonger because he voted for the 2002 AUMF to give George Bush authorization to bomb Iraq and to go to war with Iraq. And his Secretary of State Anthony Blinken was an advocate for the Iraq invasion. So, and he served under Deputy Secretary of State under the Obama administration. So this makes him a warmonger as well. So we have a bunch of warmongers in Washington that wants to go to war in Ukraine with Russia for profits, not realizing the catastrophic consequences this could have on the world. World War III and another Cold War. It's something we don't need. We don't need that. We don't need another nuclear missile crisis that happened under the John F. Kennedy administration when Cuba had nuclear missiles pointed at the U.S. We don't need another situation like that. So, in that case, the U.S. should back the fuck up and mind their own fucking business. Because we don't need another World War III. We don't need another war. We don't need to be fighting another war. And according to our budgets and according to the deficit, to the $28 trillion deficit we are in, we cannot afford to fight another war. So, Joe Biden, the federal government, need to mind their own fucking business and let Ukraine handle their own business. Alright? And that's all I have to say for today. I will catch y'all on my next video. Hopefully the situation will be resolved by then, with something I seriously doubt. But you can only have hope. But I'll catch y'all on my next video. Peace.